Okay. Hello, Redeana. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So thank you so much for joining me. And I know we've talked about this. We actually scheduled this before COVID hit, right? And then things kind of got shut down. So I'm glad that we can do it over Zoom now, despite all the technological challenges that we had. But yeah, so everybody, I just wanted to press record on this interview with Redeana. She's a fantastic person, and she's the manager over at Heritage Fitness, which is one of my favorite businesses. They have been overwhelmingly awesome during COVID and beyond. I mean, I've always loved going there, and I think that it's important to spotlight some of the best businesses in our community, and I strongly feel that this is one of them. So I wanted to hop on a video here with Redeana and just have her talk a little bit about the history and answer maybe some questions, and if you're okay with that.
I'm ready when you are. Thanks for having me.
Good. Oh yeah, you're welcome. No problem. So just a little bit of background. How long has Heritage been open for? I think I know the answer to this, but some of our viewers may not.
Yeah, so we opened our doors on April 1st, 2007. So we'll be 14 years this April.
Wow, that's amazing. 2007. Holy jumpins, eh? And this has probably been the craziest year. Can you hear my dog barking in the background? Okay,
Nope.
no. Okay, I think the Amazon delivery guy's here again. So yeah, she goes crazy. Yeah, so 2007. So okay, I mean, it still looks brand new though, right? When you go in there, the place is so clean. That's one of the things I love about it.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Our owner, Kevin, cleanliness is top priority, customer service, but cleanliness for sure. And in that, the almost 14 years we've been open, we've had 4 additions.
Yeah.
4 additions. Yeah. So we've grown a lot too. Yeah.
So, so what are kind of the newest things? I know the yoga studio, which is gorgeous. I know that is probably the newest addition. Yeah.
That is our last one. Yeah. So the yoga studio, our grand opening will be 2 years on January 28th.
Wow.
So yeah, that was and I think that's our final edition because we're out of space. So to on our property, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's such a great location too. So for those of you that aren't familiar with it, when you're coming down Highway 7, you just take a right onto McNeely, and then it's on Costello Drive, right? So it's a little side street off of McNeely, which is one of the main roads where you'll find all of the convenience stores there. So it's walking distance really for a lot of people that live in town. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Not hard to find us.
No, I love it. And we actually live out of town. We live in Franktown. And so when I was going to the gym before and getting up early in the morning drive, I love the drive. Like it's so perfectly located, but also just when you go in the morning, it's surprising how packed it is. There's a lot of people that work out early. So I love it.
Yeah, that's grown quite a bit. We, maybe a few years ago now, we started a 5:45 a.m. class. We call them our alums.
Yeah.
And when we first did that, there was 1 or 2 people Anne would teach to, and now the classes are full. Not with COVID, it's a different story, but yeah, they were getting 22 to 25 just in the group fitness class that morning, and then the regulars that are trying to just get their workouts done before they go to work.
Yeah, so. Yeah, that's amazing. I think that's so wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so you live in Carleton Place, yeah?
I live in Almont, but I started off in Carleton Place, living there 30 years ago when I moved to town. Yeah.
Awesome. And so we're highlighting Carleton Place businesses, obviously, you work there. So what do you love most about Carleton Place? What are your favorite things?
Well, just thinking about when I first moved there 30 years ago, it's grown so much, the town, all the housing developments and businesses and the big store businesses and stuff. But yet, Carleton Place still has that wonderful small town feel to it where you can walk down the street and say hi to people and get a warm hi back. And it still hasn't lost its sense of community, which is what I love.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great answer. It's so true. Like you do feel that way, right? Even when you go into the stores, I was in the thrift shop yesterday, and I could the people were so friendly, and I just think that's, especially during COVID, like I hate to say it because, COVID comes up in every conversation, but at the same time, I feel like the fact that people are still so friendly during such kind of an intense time, it's really remarkable.
I know. And I know the term has been so overused, but, just that whole sense of we're all in this together, and I think we're now at the point where all we can do is kind of laugh and smile and have a good time with it as best we can.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. So what is one of your favorite places in Carleton Place, aside from the gym?
So I would say Good Food Company is probably one of my favorite places to go and eat at. I love Petra. She always puts out a stellar menu every time, and she's been really good to us at the gym. She's catered some of our parties for us and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, they always have really great food there. I love it. Yeah. Sure. So I guess one thing that I love this question because I think it just kind of gives you like sort of to talk about whatever you want. But what is one thing that people don't know about Heritage Fitness?
I think all the services that we have, because I think we're just known as the gym, right? The fitness center, but they don't realize that we do have the yoga program now, or we have the rehabilitation center, which we've had that for 6 years, but we have members in our own gym that have no idea we have physiotherapy, and we've had them for 6 years now, right? So so the suite of services that we have on the rehab, I think is forgotten within people in the community. They don't realize that we have that because we are just known as the fitness center. So.
Yeah, I was really surprised too at the amount of classes. I'm sure that that's changed a little bit now with your scheduling opportunities, but I was really surprised with all of the amount of classes that there were, because there's like the yoga schedule, then there's the fitness schedule, and then there's the gym, and then like you said, the rehab and the services that you guys have.
Yeah, and since COVID, because we had to move our spin bikes from the spin studio upstairs in the back room down into the yoga studio, otherwise with the spacing and everything, we'd only be allowed to have 5 bikes up there, and the spin program is quite popular. Yeah. We've actually merged the yoga program in with the fitness center. So now you have all the yoga classes with your gym membership, and vice versa. The yoga members now get to use the gym. So now there's 46 classes on the group fitness schedule every week, right? So
wow, that's amazing. That's so cool. And all different times too, right? Like you can pick them up in the afternoon on your lunch. I just love it.
And all different types too, right? We have everything from like choreographed style cardio to lifting classes, like powerlifting classes, core strengthening, spinning, obviously, and then and yoga now. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's so great. So what do you feel like the customers at Heritage, what do you think that they love most about it?
I think that they love the atmosphere there. One thing that I'm told over and over again is that they feel at home. It's a very welcoming area, a space for them. And just they can just and spacious, because that's something that's different from us than a lot of gyms that maybe people have gone to, is there's room to move in there, and you don't really see in a lot of gyms that there's a designated stretching area, because usually they like to gyms like to compact all their equipment in there, and we like to give space for people, and so I think that's probably what our members say the most.
I would say, like, I love that everybody is always smiling when you come in, so your front staff is like, there's not a lot of people that can make me smile in the morning at 5:30, but honest to goodness, they've always got a smile on their face. They're always like, hi, how are you? And I just think that customer service is so important these days, but you guys really have it nailed. So great job.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty proud of the staff there. Yeah,
they're wonderful. So I guess like running a business, like anything, it can be challenging. So what would you say your biggest challenges are with Heritage Fitness?
I think for me, it's just more of trying to stay current, trying to offer as much as we can to the variety of people we have there and cater to as many needs as we can, which can be tough, right? Because the people who are passionate about spinning want more spin classes, and the people that are passionate about the cardio classes want more cardio classes and more lift classes, but yet we only have so many rooms and then prime times of day to teach them, right? Because everyone wants at 6 o'clock on a Monday, so I think that's probably the biggest struggle, is realizing that we just can't do that, and we do our best, and our instructors are phenomenal in terms of providing the services to the people who come to their classes. But yeah, I think just trying to make as many people happy and comfortable as I possibly can.
Yeah, well, good for you for trying. I mean, that's amazing. Like the fact that you're listening to the people and doing what you can. I think that's a testament just to, again, the great service that you guys offer, and the fact that you listen to your members, right? Some people just do their thing, and then, you know, this is our brand, we're staying on brand, but you're actually listening to the customers. I think that's great. So
oh, for sure. Well, we'd be nothing without them, right? We wouldn't have a business without our customers. So
true. Yeah. That's true. Absolutely. So do you have any goals that you're focusing on? I mean, I know things have shifted tremendously, but is there anything that you have kind of in the works that you wanted to talk about or coming soon?
Well, you know, for me, because we are a multidisciplinary business, right? So we have the rehab center, and then we have the gym, and then we have the group fitness people, because there are people who buy the membership just to do the classes, which is amazing, right? So I kind of look at it as we have kind of 3 divisions under that roof. So for me, it's just, you know, trying to make sure that all 3 areas are taken care of, and so they all have their own goals, like the collaborative care center, you know, continuing to develop and provide services that we feel are needed in the community. So, you know, we just hired another exercise rehabilitation, but as a yoga therapist, or therapeutic yoga is what we have to call it right now until she gets her certification. But, you know, so offering those kind of services and bringing that to the community. And then on the gym side, you know, just making sure that our equipment, you know, it's getting wear and tear after 14 years. So make sure the upkeep's on there, or looking at replacing some stuff, bringing in new equipment. And then on the group fitness side, just continually offering amazing classes for our amazing members.
Well, that's great. Those are good goals. Love it. That's awesome. And so is there anything else that you think that you would like members or non-members to know about Heritage Fitness? I mean, I know we've covered a lot, but maybe there's something that if you had the opportunity to talk to somebody about Heritage, is there anything that we didn't cover?
Yeah, well, you know, since we opened, our motto's always been something for everyone. And I truly do believe that that is true. Whether you've never been to a gym before and you just feel that you need to do it either for your own wellness and health, or to meet people, it's a great environment for both those things. And, you know, if you're new to it, we have, you know, Briar is our members care specialist, and she will, you know, take good care of you. And if you're intimidated by it, she'll ease that, whether it's, you know, showing you a workout program, or if you want to try a class, she'll do that class with you.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, and if you're not sure, just come in and talk to us. We are not salesy at all. You know, we'll provide you the information. We will show you around our facility, but we won't be taking down your information to hound you to come back to our business. You know, we'll leave that for you to decide, but we're a no pressure business.
And can I just say the change rooms, I know we haven't, I talked about how clean it was, but I love your change rooms. Like they're so clean. I know it sounds like I'm a bit of a germaphobe, I'm not, but when I go into a gym, you can really tell the quality of, I guess, the standard by the change rooms, right? Yeah. And like you have so much space in there and it's just super clean. So I just wanted to put that out there because I know it's not on what you were talking about, but it's very important to a lot of people. And I think that's something you guys are doing a great job in as well.
Yeah, well, when Kevin built the gym and put the plans together for it, because he had been to so many gyms, he knew what he wanted and didn't want. And for him, his goal was to not come at it in the terms of a fitness center, but almost like a hotel feel.
Yes.
So that relaxation and the space and the cleanliness. So that's kind of the way he was going when he created that building. So yeah, he's done a great job.
Accomplished.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So I just wanted to touch on COVID because I think that that's on people's minds a lot these days, obviously. And one of the things that I noticed, because we were talking kind of before COVID and a little bit during, and one thing that I noticed is that you guys were very, very quick to implement amazing sanitization, and like you were ready to go. You had like all of the steps in place. And I know that took a lot of work because I remember talking to you about that, but I just wanted to speak to that a little bit because I think, just people that either are looking to start going to the gym in the new year to make changes, and then existing members or people that have fallen off because of COVID, I think it's important that they know the steps that you guys have taken and what a great job you've done with it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, as I've told many people who have asked, it's like Kevin knew that a pandemic was going to come, 13 years after he built it. But all of our rooms, so our main gym area, our what we call our core fit room, which is one of our group fitness studios, the other studio where spin and yoga is, and then the front of the building, they all have their own heating and air conditioning units. So they all breathe their own separate air system. So when COVID hit, he put the UV filters on every single unit that we have, which is 10 of them throughout the building. So when you're in the group fitness studio, like the core fit room, you are breathing your own air that's separate from the main gym area, and same in the studio. So that was really important, especially in terms of getting out the bad particles from the air, right? So we just kind of crank open the windows, turn on the exhaust fans, and it just helps circulate the air in the room that much quicker. So we're almost at an operating room standard, a little bit lower than what they do in an operating room, but still above what the requirements are. And then, so then now every member that comes in, they get their own sanitizing bottle and towel, and they wipe down their equipment before they use it, wipe down after they use it, bring the bottle back, it goes into a sanitizing bin, and their towel they throw into this laundry basket. We re-sanitize the bottles, get them back out for reuse. So
wow.
Yeah, and then we have these sanitizing guns that so twice a day we go around, and then at night our cleaner does it again after we close, but all the equipment gets sanitized again. So so we do our best to keep it as germ free as possible because of COVID.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think you guys are doing a great job. The feedback has been just people I know, because actually in my office, there's 2 other people that go to the gym as well. And they're always telling me how great it is and they just love it. So good job. I mean, it's so important for people now. I think it's important anytime, even without COVID, obviously, to have a good, clean facility, but it sounds like you guys really stepped it up even more. And so good job. I think that's wonderful.
Well, yeah, and we're very fortunate because one of our spin instructors is Dr. Steve Walker, who's a local and the coroner for Lanark County. But when COVID hit back in March, he opened up the COVID testing center here in Elmont, and so he's been our ear. He's been the one helping us in terms of like guiding us in terms of what we need to do. Or I'll run a protocol by him, and he'll say, "Yeah, it's good to go. I like it." So we've been very fortunate to have a doctor on staff to help us through this too. So
that's wonderful. Wow, that's a tremendous gift.
Yeah.
It's good. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I don't have any more questions for you. You've been fantastic. And I wanted to thank you again so much for jumping on here with me. I know we had some issues at the beginning, but you were patient. So thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for thinking of us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, like I said, it's a phenomenal business that we continue to support, and I hope that everybody else does as well. And I mean, you guys are just doing great things in the community, and health is super important these days. So everybody needs to get out there and get their membership and go support Heritage Fitness.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk soon. You have a great day.
You too. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.